Listen to me very carefully. 99% of you are using AI completely wrong. You are treating these billion-dollar, world-changing neural networks like glorified Google search bars, and it is actively costing you money, time, and your competitive edge. You type in a lazy prompt, you get a robotic, soulless response back, and you think to yourself, well, I guess AI just isn't there yet. You are dead wrong. The problem isn't the AI. The problem is your stack, and more importantly, your lack of a system. You are bringing a butter knife to a ballistic missile fight. Today, I am pulling back the curtain completely. No fluff, no gatekeeping. I am going to walk you through the exact, battle-tested AI stack I am using for my business, for high-level content creation, and for my agency right now. We are talking about the absolute holy grail of artificial intelligence tools. I am going to show you exactly how to write like a Pulitzer winner, code like a senior developer, and generate visuals that will make Hollywood producers sweat. But I need you to pay close attention, because while the first 6 tools I am going to show you will 10x your output, I am saving the absolute most critical, high ROI concept for the very end. Tool number 7 is the ultimate secret weapon. It is the architectural glue that holds this entire empire together, and without it, you are just a guy playing with toys. I'll reveal exactly what that is in the final section. The roadmap. To get you from zero to dangerous, we are going to cover 7 distinct pillars today. Pillar 1. Deep Writing Domination. Claude Opus 4.6. The problem. Let's be brutally honest. Most AI writing is garbage. It is generic, it is repetitive, and it uses words like delve and tapestry so much that your audience instantly knows a machine wrote it. The common struggle for content creators and copywriters is getting an AI to actually capture the human nuance, the subtle psychological triggers of a high-ticket sales page, or the emotional depth of a 20-minute video script. You are tired of spending more time editing the AI's robotic slop than it would have taken to write it yourself. The AI solution. Enter Claude Opus 4.6. When it comes to deep reasoning and human-like text generation, Opus 4.6 is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. It doesn't just predict the next word, it understands the underlying emotional intent of your prompt. It is the ultimate writing powerhouse for long-form content. Step-by-step use case. Let's say you need to write a highly converting email sequence for a $2,000 course. The brain dump. Do not ask Opus to write an email. Instead, voice record a 3-minute rant about why your course is amazing, the exact pain points your customers have, and your personal backstory. The persona injection. Paste that transcript into Opus 4.6. Tell it, act as a direct response copywriter with 20 years of experience. Analyze my transcript to extract my exact tone, vocabulary, and cadence. The generation. Instruct it to generate a 5-part email sequence using the PAS, Problem, Agitation, Solution, framework, completely mirroring your analyzed voice. The result will be terrifyingly accurate. The secret. Here is a pro tip nobody talks about. XML tag forcing. Opus 4.6 is uniquely trained to obey strict structural commands using XML tags. When you prompt it, wrap your instructions like, do not use adverbs, use short, punchy sentences. It will follow those constraints with absolute military-grade precision, completely eliminating the AI tone. Wait, don't click away yet. If you think Opus is smart, what I am about to show you next completely breaks the rules of how much data a machine can remember at once. Pillar 2. Context Mastery. Kimi K2.5. The problem. Have you ever tried to get an AI to write a book, analyze a massive financial report, or review an entire codebase? What happens? Halfway through the conversation, the AI gets amnesia. It forgets what you told it on page 1. This limitation, the dreaded context window limit, destroys complex workflows. You cannot build a massive project if your assistant has the memory of a goldfish. The AI solution. This is where Kimi K2.5 enters the chat. Kimi is the undisputed context king. It is specifically engineered to ingest, process, and retain mountains of data without losing the plot. When you need to synthesize vast amounts of information and feed that context into your writing workflow, Kimi K2.5 is the engine you use. I use it strictly to process the heavy lifting before I let Opus do the creative writing. Step-by-step use case. Imagine you are launching a new software product and need to know exactly what the market is missing. Data gathering. Download the top 20 white papers, 50 competitor reviews from G2, and 10 industry podcast transcripts. The Kimi dump. Upload all 80 documents directly into Kimi K2.5 at once. The synthesis prompt. Ask Kimi. Cross-reference all competitor reviews against these white papers. Identify the top 3 unfulfilled customer desires that none of the current software platforms are solving, and output a 2-page executive summary. It will read the equivalent of 5 novels in seconds and give you the exact gap in the market. The secret. The hidden value of Kimi K2.5 is its citation mapping. You can prompt it to say, for every claim you make, quote the exact document and page number you pulled it from. This completely eliminates AI hallucinations and gives you verifiable, bulletproof research. Pillar 3. Architecture. Coding. GPT 5.3 Codex plus Opus 4.6. The problem. Every entrepreneur right now wants to build software, SaaS tools, or internal apps. But if you aren't a developer, coding with AI usually ends in a broken, buggy mess. You ask it to build an app, it spits out 500 lines of code, you paste it in, and nothing works. You then spend the next 6 hours in a frustrating loop of copying and pasting error messages. The AI solution. The solution is a dual model tag team, GPT 5.3 Codex paired with Opus 4.6. You do not use one model for everything. You use Opus 4.6 as your senior systems architect to design the logic, and you use GPT 5.3 Codex as your relentless, high-speed junior developer to write the actual syntax. Step-by-step use case. Let's build a custom web scraper for lead generation. The blueprint. Opus. Go to Opus 4.6 and explain the goal. I need a Python script to scrape real estate listings. Map out the exact architecture, the libraries I need, and the step-by-step logic flow. Do not write code yet. The handoff. Take that perfect blueprint and feed it into GPT 5.3 Codex. The execution. Codex. Prompt Codex. Follow this exact architectural blueprint to the letter. Write the Python code for step 1 only. Once step 1 works, move to step 2. You are now managing a virtual engineering team. The secret. The self-debugging loop. When Codex gives you an error, do not try to fix it yourself. Paste the error back into Opus 4.6 and ask, Codex wrote this based on your architecture. Here is the error. Explain why it failed conceptually, and give me the prompt I should use to tell Codex to fix it. You are literally making the AIs manage each other. Pillar 4. Rapid General Ops. MiniMax M2.5. The problem. You are wasting money and time. Using heavy-hitter models like Opus or GPT-5 for simple daily administrative tasks is like using a bazooka to kill a mosquito. It is slow, the API calls are expensive, and it bottlenecks your workflow. You need a daily driver, a workhorse that handles the mundane chaos of your business at lightning speed, the AI solution. This is why MiniMax M2.5 is essential. It is the ultimate general tasks model. It is unbelievably fast, incredibly cost-effective, and highly capable for formatting, data extraction, and rapid-fire daily operations. It is the virtual assistant that sits on your desktop and handles the noise. Step-by-step use case. Let's automate your messy client onboarding. The messy input. You just got off a chaotic 45-minute discovery call. Your notes are a jumbled mess of half-sentences and typos. The MiniMax trigger. Paste the messy notes into MiniMax M2.5. The clean output. Prompt it. Turn these rough notes into a formatted professional follow-up email outlining the 3 core deliverables we discussed, and draft a clean JSON list of action items for my project management tool. Boom! Done in 1.2 seconds. The secret. MiniMax M2.5 has an incredible capability for zero latency formatting. If you need to reformat 1,000 rows of messy CSV data into a clean SQL table, MiniMax will do it almost instantaneously without timing out. It is the undisputed king of data structuring. Pillar 5. Visual Domination. Nano Banana Pro. The problem. We live in an attention economy. If your visuals look like cheap, plastic, six-fingered AI garbage, your brand instantly loses all credibility. The problem with most image generators is that you lack control. You roll the dice, hope for the best, and usually end up with something that screams, "I generated this on my phone in 5 seconds." The AI solution. Forget the toys. We are using Google's absolute highest tier, Nano Banana Pro. This is the state-of-the-art model for text-to-image, precise image editing, and multi-image composition. It doesn't just generate pictures, it gives you granular, pixel-perfect control over style, lighting, and composition. Step-by-step use case. You need a click-worthy YouTube thumbnail that looks like it cost $500. The base generation. Start in the standard Nano Banana 2 interface. Prompt it. A high-contrast, cinematic shot of a glowing neon lock on a dark server rack. Cyberpunk aesthetic, 8K resolution. The Pro upgrade. This is crucial. Once the base image generates, click the 3-dot menu and select Redo with Pro. This pushes the image through the ultra-tier pipeline, upscaling the textures, fixing the lighting logic, and adding hyper-realistic micro-details. The composition. Upload a photo of your own face, and use the multi-image composition tool to seamlessly blend yourself into the foreground of that high-end background, matching the neon lighting perfectly. The secret. The secret weapon here is style transfer masking. You can highlight a specific element in the image, say a coffee cup on a desk, and type, "Turn this into a glowing futuristic artifact," without altering a single pixel of the rest of the image. Absolute control. If you thought still images were powerful, buckle up. Tool number 6 completely destroys the traditional rules of content creation. Video production will never be the same. Pillar 6. Cinematic video. SeedDance 2.0. The problem. Video production is a nightmare. It is prohibitively expensive, time-consuming, and geographically limiting. If you need a cinematic shot of a sports car drifting through Tokyo for your promotional video, you either pay $10,000 for a crew, or you buy generic, overused stock footage that your competitors are also using. The AI solution. Enter SeedDance 2.0. This is the cinematic engine of the future. SeedDance 2.0 doesn't just create moving pictures, it generates high-fidelity, physically accurate video with incredible consistency. It understands camera physics, pan, tilt, track, and depth of field. It is your personal, on-demand Hollywood studio. Step-by-step use case. You are creating a high-energy trailer for your new fitness app. The visual prompt. Do not just use text. Take a high-quality image you generated from Nano Banana Pro of a dimly lit, gritty boxing gym. The motion command. Upload that image into SeedDance 2.0 and use it as your first frame. Prompt it. Slow push-in dolly shot. Dust motes floating in the air. Volumetric lighting breaking through the top window. The generation. SeedDance 2.0 will take that static image and breathe life into it, giving you a flawless 5-second B-roll clip that looks like it was shot on an Arri Alexa camera. The secret. The absolute game changer in SeedDance 2.0 is audio cue synchronization. You can upload an audio file, say a heavy bass drop or a rhythmic drum beat, and instruct SeedDance to time the camera movements or lighting flashes perfectly to the transients of your audio track. It edits itself to the beat. Pillar 7. The ultimate reveal. OpenClaude and the trench philosophy. The problem. Here is the harsh reality. If you try to use all 6 of these tools right now, you will fail. You will drown in browser tabs, you will lose track of your prompts, and the sheer friction of copying and pasting between Claude, Kimi, Codex, and SeedDance will destroy your productivity. Having the best tools in the world means nothing if you do not have a centralized nervous system to control them. The AI solution. This is the Holy Grail. The 7th pillar isn't just a tool, it is a master framework. It is the combination of OpenClaude, an advanced orchestration agent, and the in the trenches philosophy. OpenClaude is the command center. It is an environment where you can plug in the APIs of every single model we just talked about. Instead of opening 6 tabs, you build an automated workflow. Step-by-step use case. Here is how I use OpenClaude to run my entire content empire while I sleep. The trigger. I drop a single voice memo into a Slack channel. The automation pipeline, OpenClaude. OpenClaude detects the memo. It sends it to MiniMax to be transcribed. It routes the transcript to Kimi K2.5 to cross-reference with my past content. Kimi sends an outline to Opus 4.6 to write a full video script. Opus sends the visual cues to Nano Banana Pro and SeedDance 2.0 to generate the B-roll. The output. 20 minutes later, I receive a fully written script, complete with matching, high-fidelity video assets, ready to record. I pressed one button. The secret. The brutal truth. But here is the absolute most important secret of this entire video. The golden rule. If you are just starting with AI, ignore absolutely everything I just said. I am dead serious. If you are a beginner, pick one provider. Pick Claude or pick ChatGPT. Learn the absolute fundamentals of prompting. Build real, simple workflows. Understand how the machine thinks before you touch a second model. Do not try to run before you can crawl. But bro, if you want to get the absolute best out of AI, if you want to dominate your market, outproduce your competitors, and build a scalable empire, you need to be in the trenches. You need to graduate from the chat box and start connecting these master-level tools together into an unstoppable machine. The Holy Grail isn't one AI, it is all of them, working for you, seamlessly. You have two choices right now. You can close this video, go back to typing lazy prompts into a single chat window, and get left behind by the people who are actually putting in the work. Or you can roll up your sleeves, get in the trenches, and start building your own Holy Grail stack today. The future belongs to the integrators. Which one are you going to be? Don't just watch this video and do nothing. Take action. Subscribe us for more tips and guides. Let's get to work.